On this Veterans Day, and as we do every year, we at the University of North Carolina at Pembroke pause to recognize the sacrifices of those serving in our military and those who have served, our veterans. We believe we owe our veterans a debt that can never be repaid. The brave men and women who have fought for and protected this country are the reasons we have the privilege to live free. It is a sacrifice and a service that we should take the time to appreciate always and never, never forget to recognize. You know, there are many reasons I'm proud to be Chancellor of this university, one being our commitment to our military-affiliated students, who make up more than 1,100 of our current enrollment. Of that number, there are 407 veterans and 204 current active duty, guard, or reservists. Among the 17 universities in the UNC system, UNC Pembroke is consistently recognized as a leader in higher education for our military. We are proud to be recognized as a military-friendly and a Best for Vets university by leading military magazines and newspapers year after year. On our campus, we've set aside a special space for our military students to study and to have a place where they feel comfortable and supported. You call it the rally point. And what we see with our ROTC, our active duty, and our veterans is that you bring a discipline, a strong work ethic, and a valuable world experience and viewpoint to our campus. You know respect for authority, and you're willing to work for a goal. You have experienced life as few people have. Despite our military students typically having more obligations like part-time jobs or children and families, you persist to earn your degrees more so than your non-military peers. And our military students are strong students. Their GPA tends to be among the highest. Most military and veteran students choose degrees in science, business, management, and marketing, all very challenging degrees that will allow them to continue to serve our country through careers such as educators, business leaders, engineers, scientists, and doctors. Finally, our military, especially our veteran students, teach us the true value of service, a value so vital to the success of our university, to our communities, and even to our nation. And so it is fitting that each Veterans Day we take time to recognize the sacrifices of those serving and those who have served. We are so proud of all that you do and honored that you chose UNC Pembroke as your university. You know, Ronald Reagan once said, "Some people spend an entire lifetime wondering if they've made a difference in the world, but veterans don't have that problem." Veterans, when you joined the military, I'm sure you were asked, perhaps you asked yourself, why would you want to do this? Why would you put yourself in a position where you may actually have to go to war to protect and defend this country? Not only for your loved ones, but even for people that you don't know and that you may never know. But you see, this is what makes you special. It sets you apart. You don't understand why someone wouldn't do that. You understand and you hear clearly the call to serve others, to serve your country. That is the true act of patriotism. That's the true act of selfless service. It takes a special human being to put others ahead of themselves. So when we express our gratitude toward our veterans and those in service, let us not just say the words, but let's live by them and be Americans worthy of their fight, worthy of their service, worthy of their sacrifice. Thank you. May God always bless America, this beacon of hope to all mankind.